Hi, we're the
The
Mouse Couple.
And today we're going to talk about 5 things to consider before booking your Disney vacation.
One of the first things to consider before you book your Disney vacation is if you want to use a travel agent or do it on your own.
So I'm actually a travel agent with Magical Vacation Planners, and I'll leave my email address in the description below. I can provide you recommendations on where to eat and where to stay and tell you the best fast passes to get.
And that's totally free, right?
Totally free to use.
So if you want a more relaxing Disney vacation or it's your first time booking with Disney, a travel agent might be right for you. But if this isn't your first Disney rodeo and you feel comfortable with the Disney website, you can totally book your next Disney vacation on your own. The Disney website is user-friendly. You don't have to be a travel agent to log on there. You can make an account and book your vacation, your lodging, your fast passes, your dining reservations. You can do it all by yourself. You can change it on your own if you have different things come up or you decide you want to try something new. It's totally easy. You can do it all on your own, and it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah,
Planning is part of the fun of a Disney vacation.
it sure is. So the next thing to consider before booking your Disney World vacation is how much you want to spend, deciding your budget.
The sky's the limit when it comes to spending money with Disney. So set your budget ahead of time and do your best to stick with your budget.
Absolutely. There's a lot of things to consider between lodging and dining and the tickets and any extra experiences you may want to do, so it's definitely good to set a budget beforehand and stick to that budget. So the third thing to consider before booking your Disney vacation is what time of the year you want to go.
I'm a huge advocate for going to Disney during one of the off times. I'm talking like late January, early February, or even September, early October. September can be a little warm, so that's something to keep in mind. But January and February are great. The weather's cool, the crowds are low. That's also my birthday time. And then in September, October, you can catch Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and see all of the decorations, even if you don't go to the party. The park is decorated for Halloween and it's super cute. So if you want to go during an off time and can go during an off time, I think that's probably my biggest recommendation. But not everyone can do that, we know, and sometimes you have to work around work schedules and school schedules.
Right.
It can be hard to take kids out of school, so that might not work for you or your family.
Yeah, and if you are a fan of Christmas, there's also the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party as well.
Yes.
In December. And if you are a fan of Epcot and like the festivals, Epcot currently has 4 festivals at the time of filming. There's the Festival of the Arts in January and February. There's the Flower and Garden Festival in March, April, May. There's the Food and Wine Festival in September, October, I believe. And then there's the Festival of the Holidays for November, December. So something else to consider.
Something to celebrate all the time.
Exactly.
There's always something at Disney worth celebrating. Also, even just no matter when you go to Disney, something to consider is if you want to go during the week or on the weekend, because crowd levels can differ and for the most part are quite a bit heavier on the weekends.
Yeah, because the locals go on the weekends. So.
Right. And then two, something else to keep in mind is that Disney sometimes offers promotions for certain times of the year. So you might want something like free dining when you book with Disney. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're trying to decide when you want to go to Disney. The fourth thing to consider before you book your Disney vacation is how long do you want to stay?
So my family likes the longer vacations. We usually do 7 to 10 days and plan out to do 2 days in Epcot, 2 days in Magic Kingdom, have a couple days to spend at the resort, enjoy the pool and relax a little bit. So we have a very different vacation style. But
My family tends to go for 5 days, 4 nights. We like to go during the week if possible. And we are rope drop to fireworks people. We will get up early, we will hit the parks, we will stay in the parks all day, and then we will crash at night. And that's pretty much the only time we see the hotel room to sleep. But we try to cram everything in during our short trips that we can. But a lot of this how long do you want to stay planning comes back to your budget, how long can you afford to stay, and how much vacation time do you have.
But regardless, no matter how long you stay, it'll still be magical.
Of course.
So the fifth and final thing to consider before booking your Disney vacation is whether you want to stay on property or off property.
My family has always stayed on Disney property, and the main reason for that is the Disney service. We love the transportation that Disney offers, and that starts when you fly into the Orlando airport. Disney's Magical Express takes care of your luggage. They get you from the airport to your resort, so you don't have to rent a car, which is wonderful. And then Disney's transportation too will take you from your resort to Disney Springs, to any park you want to go, or even to the other resorts. You just have to get on a bus or a boat or a monorail, and Disney will make sure that you can get where you want to go. The other benefit to staying on Disney property is that the magic never stops. You don't get in your car and drive to stay in a hotel that's just a generic hotel. The hotels have such wonderful theming on Disney property, and it's so incredibly diverse. You can stay somewhere like the Polynesian and feel like you're at a Polynesian island like Hawaii or Samoa. You're just immersed in the magic from the beginning. Or my family loves Port Orleans Riverside. That's been one of our favorite resorts for years and years. And that theming is totally different. You can pick something that's immersive and fits with your family or something you want to explore. So you can feel like you're at Disney, and you can feel like you're at a totally different place when you get back to your resort. And I think that's kind of the main benefit of staying on Disney property.
Yeah.
The service is number one, and the second main benefit is that the magic doesn't stop.
So if you stay off property, you do lose the Disney magic, but you might be able to get a bigger room that can accommodate a larger party, like a condo in the area.
For a comparable price.
For a comparable price, or even sometimes less expensive. So if budgets are concerned, you might want to look off property. One of the biggest downsides of off property is you almost have to rent a car, which that can be a hefty fee on top of your Disney vacation. In addition to the rental car fee, it would also be about $25 per day to park at the parks. So something else to consider. We recommend staying on property just because it's just more magical, just in general. And we'll talk about the on-property resorts in future videos.
So there you have it. Those are our top 5 things to consider before you book your Disney vacation.
So first was to decide whether you want to use a travel agent or book on your own. Next was to establish a budget before you go. Then we talked about what time of year you want to go and how long you want to stay. And lastly, whether you want to stay on property or off property.
We hope this video was helpful for you if you're in the early stages of planning your Disney vacation, or if you're just dreaming about a Disney vacation. I know we've definitely done that.
All the time.
So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Or if you have any tips of your own before planning, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See you real soon.